You know, deep in the mountains of North Carolina, there's this place where wild, untamed nature and a surprisingly polished charm somehow exist right next to each other. It's a town that really feels like it's built on a contradiction, and we're about to figure out why.
So let me throw a number at you 4,118 feet. Now, where in the American South would you even guess you'd find a town sitting at that kind of elevation? This isn't your typical southern town, that's for sure. And this one number? Well, it's the key to everything that makes Highlands, North Carolina so incredibly unique. And that crazy elevation, it leads us directly to this number. You see, being that high up literally forces moisture out of the air, which creates, on average, 87 inches of rain a year. This combo gives you a climate you'll find almost nowhere else in the entire region, a temperate rainforest.
So, welcome to Highlands. It's one of the highest incorporated towns east of the Mississippi River. And it's that unique geography that has given it this fascinating dual personality. It's this rugged natural paradise, but it's also a super sophisticated mountain retreat.
The town's founders, well, they had some pretty ambitious dreams. They literally drew lines on a map connecting major U.S. cities, and right where those lines crossed, they founded Highlands. They pictured this huge, bustling commercial hub. Now, while it never became that massive trading center, it definitely became something just as special.
So, what does a temperate rainforest actually look like? Well, it looks like this. All that elevation and all that rainfall create an absolutely incredible density of waterfalls just plunging through the lush landscape of the Nantahala National Forest that surrounds the town.
And the waterfalls here, they are not just for looking at from a distance. No way. They're incredibly interactive. At Dry Falls, there's a path that takes you right behind the 65-foot curtain of water. And then there's Bridal Veil Falls. Get this, it's the only waterfall in the state you can actually drive your car behind. And for anyone willing to venture just a little bit off the main road, there are these amazing hidden gems like Secret Falls. After a really easy half-mile hike, you get rewarded with this beautiful 50-foot cascade and a perfect little swimming hole. It honestly feels like you've discovered a secret.
And the list, it just keeps going. I mean, you've got the dramatic, multi-tiered Glen Falls, the popular swimming spot at Quarry Falls, which, by the way, has a very memorable nickname. It really feels like around every single bend in the road, there's another beautiful cascade just waiting for you to find it. And, you know, this whole spirit of accessible adventure is for everybody. The town even created this awesome kids hike map and trail passport, which basically turns exploring into a game for the whole family. It's a place that's truly designed to be shared.
But look, the natural landscape is only half the story. Back in town, history isn't just tucked away in a museum. It's alive, it's preserved on Main Street, inside the very buildings that have been standing for more than 100 years.
You know, you can almost tell the whole story of Highlands just by looking at its two landmark ends. Central House, which started way back in 1878, eventually evolved into the super luxurious Old Edwards Inn we see today. And just steps away, the Highlands Inn, built in 1880, still has all its historic country manor charm. They basically grew up together, defining hospitality in this town.
And these inns, man, they have seen it all. In 1885, there was this conflict with some Georgia bootleggers called the Moccasin War, and the Highlands Inn found itself in the middle of a literal standoff. It even served as a makeshift jail. This isn't just history in a book. This stuff happened right there on Main Street.
The town's past is just full of these unexpected, colorful stories. I mean, can you imagine circus elephants just parading down Main Street? Or the crucial conservation work of photographer George Massa, whose pictures helped establish the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's amazing. Okay, so this brings us to the other side of Highland's personality. Because alongside all that rugged history, an incredibly sophisticated culture of food, art, and craft has just blossomed. For a town this size, the dining scene is just exceptional. You can have an elegant farm-to-table meal at a place like Madison's, or you can grab a fantastic sandwich from Mountain Fresh Grocery after a hike, or even enjoy fresh seafood with a view right on the lake. There is truly an option for every single mood. Art is absolutely central to the Highlands experience, and its heart is the Bascom. And listen, we're not talking about some little small-town gallery here. This is a sprawling 6-acre campus for the visual arts, bringing in work from both amazing local artists and world-renowned ones. And this is where the two sides of Highlands just merge perfectly. The same way trails guide you through nature, they also guide you through art. The Bascom campus has this outdoor sculpture trail, taking art right out of the gallery and setting it against the natural beauty of the plateau. It's perfect.
So, okay, you've got the waterfalls, the history, the food, the art. How do you possibly combine all of that into the perfect trip? Well, here's a really simple way to think about planning your own escape to Highlands.
It really just comes down to these 4 choices. First, pick your season. Each one is a completely different experience. Then, decide on your balance of adventure and relaxation. Are you hiking or shopping? Then mix in the food experiences you're craving. And finally, choose a home base that just fits your style.
So in the end, Highland's a place of beautiful contradictions. It's rugged yet elegant, historic yet totally modern. It's really a choose-your-own-adventure kind of destination. So the only question left is, how will you choose to explore it?